Hello, everybody. Real Talk with Raya here. I am working through some fun prompts on, they're like journal prompts, on things that I can share with you guys to get to know each other a little bit better. And I'm having fun with it. I think it's kind of fun. This is my healed shirt today. I'm a big proponent, if you've not listened to the podcast, which is the Client Experience Revolution podcast, core wound healing. It's amazing. There's a Facebook group called the Healers Haven that is awesome. There's also an app in the App Store called the Self Healers Academy. I highly recommend it. It's amazing. Also, it's my like little show and tell. I got this necklace just this last week. It's from Plunder and it has the names of my three kids and my husband on it engraved. And I got it for like $30. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm here at Link headquarters, and the question of the day, the question du jour, is thoughts and concerns I had while designing my website. So I wanted to share this story because I redesigned my website. By I mean a whole team of people, because I'm not a web developer or designer. But I had attended a conference in October where somebody looked at my website and said to me, just very honestly, she's like, "Right, this is really beautiful." She's like, "But I have no idea what you do." And I was like, "Oh crap, you're right. Like, it doesn't really talk about, it was very buried what the services were that I did." So I knew that whatever I changed to, I wanted the services to be front and center on the homepage. And so that went about just deciding to start completely from scratch, not saving anything of the old website and starting over completely. Of course, my branding is still the same. But I had switched just recently from Admin Prestige to Link Consulting Solutions. So it also made sense to kind of rebrand things. And so we put that website together, which I loved that website. It's still the website, but it's been morphed a little bit because it was really sassy and fun. And like when you clicked on the VA matchmaking, it said like, "We get it, you're fucking busy." It was like very, very sassy. And then I worked with an SEO specialist and they were like, "Yeah, your website has no SEO optimization whatsoever." And so we had to make a bunch of changes. And then I wanted to elevate it because we had been doing some marketing and branding consulting as well. And so what we've come up with is, and please check it out. My website is www.linkcs for consulting solutions.com. So link with a Q, cs.com. And there's all sorts of resources on there, fun giveaways. You get to learn about the different services that I provide, and the blog has a ton of good content. You can look at the different episodes of the podcast. That was really important to me too, to have the podcast kind of showcased in a different way so that it didn't have to have its own website. And I wanted it to feel very feminine without feeling like it excludes men, because I do work with men too. Um, and so that was really important to me, is that it had like a very feminine, powerful feminine vibe to it, but not like one where um like I didn't want it to be Pepto-Bismol pink. But there's a lot of purple. I mean, that's in my brand colors anyway. So the language is very geared towards women. um but again, it doesn't exclude people who are gender fluid or non-binary, um and men, that's fine. I just happen to serve mostly female clients. And I'm open to serving whoever needs my help. But that was a really interesting time for me, because it was like by redoing the website, I was redoing my whole business, and sort of blah, blah, starting over in a way that was more informed. So I said, like, I'm starting over, but I have a plan. And it felt really beautiful when it was done. And I'm really, really proud of my website the way it is now. I feel like it does represent my business better. I've done some other things in my onboarding process to help mirror and mimic that feeling that you get on my website, because I want people to have that experience and feel that all the way through their interaction with us. So the prompt was, where is the prompt? Whatever it was about my website. But that's how I got to my website. Let's see if we can do another question. How can you start a business doing what I do? Let's see, I have 4 minutes. First things first, please don't do it the way that I do. Don't jump in uneducated. Um, I always say start with the Small Business Administration. Even clients that I help with ClearPath Consulting, that I'm doing some basic business consulting with, we utilize tools from the Small Business Administration. And I recommend that they also use the mentor from the Small Business Administration. So there's a different flair and flavor that you get from that, and you're leveraging different experience. So that's one thing that I would say. The next thing that I would say is get a business license. Don't hesitate. It's very easy. In Washington State, it costs you $20. I became an LLC a little bit later, and I used Legal Shield. You can do it with LegalZoom. You can do it with Rocket Lawyer. You can do it with a lawyer. You can do it by yourself. I happen to use Legal Shield because I have Legal Shield, and it was pretty inexpensive, and they took care of everything for me, including getting me my EIN, which is your tax identification number. Separate bank accounts, super important. Do that. Separate it out. Think about your bookkeeping system, and learn a little something about it if you're going to try to do it yourself for a bit. There's a free website called waveapps.com that you can get set up, and just get real comfortable with Google. Like, you're going to have to do things by yourself for a little while, and think of it as an adventure. Like, it's actually okay. Most people don't start out with a whole wad of cash, and so it's okay to learn how to do it, because then you know how to delegate it when it's time to delegate it. And then when you're ready to scale, then you talk to me. And that's when I step in, either to help you with actionable steps with your ClearPath Consulting, or to get you a VA that can help you scale. So um, that's it. That's all I've got for today. That is Real Talk with Raya. All about how and why and the thought process behind my website. And then some just like real quick tips on how to start doing what I'm doing. I think I might explore that topic a little bit more later. It could be fun. It could be really fun to talk about the beginning stages of business. So stay tuned. We'll see. But this is Real Talk with Raya Gonzalez. Thanks, guys, for joining me, and I will talk to you soon.